Hi, welcome to my complete guide to Axie Infinity. In this video series, I will be teaching you everything you need to know when trying to get into the game. This will be especially helpful to those aspiring scholars out there, as well as those people that are looking to get into it. So Zeki, since you're teaching these things, you're probably good at the game and you're at a good MMR, right? Well, so without further ado, let's get started. Today's topic will be all about Axie classes and type advantages. To start us off, we have 9 classes in the game overall, 3 of which are special types. Regular ones consist of reptiles, plants, beasts, bugs, birds, and aquas. I will go over all of the classes and I'll describe them briefly as well as their usual roles in the game. First of all is the reptile. Now, this is very much one of the most annoying Axies, at least according to the general consensus of the community, and me. They are known for their versatility since they have high health, high damage, and high shield. There are various kinds of reptiles found in the game, but most of them serve as either the backline or the mid. The two most common iterations of this Axie that you will see in the game are the Tri-Spikes mid and the Terminator backline. The Tri-Spikes mid serves as a backdoor threat as well as a pretty good brick wall. Termies, on the other hand, consistently apply slows and stuns while chipping away at the enemy's health. Next up we have plants. These are usually the tanks in the game, due to them sporting the highest health of all the classes. Their most common function is to shield up while also controlling/gaining energy. As we see in this example, right here, they have Sirius, which allows for energy stealing, Disguise, which lets you gain energy, and Hammer, which also lets you gain energy given that your shield breaks. Other iterations of this class that we can find are the Immortal Plants, which is often used as a mid or backline. They cycle heals and shields while also having the capability to cleanse themselves of debuffs. The next class I'll be talking about are the Beasts. Beasts are what are generally known as the Tank Shredders. Their high damage works hand in hand with their higher chances to crit in order to make quick work of the front line given the right card draws. The most common types of beasts you'll find out there are the Rimp Donut, which has high damage and energy gain. The other type would be the Pure Damage with a 0 cost, which allows for a good damage output and it can also shake off stuns. We then have the Bug Axies. Now, bugs are also extremely annoying. Their focus is having high shield while consistently making the enemy discard cards. They also have several cards that apply debuffs to the enemy. The most common type of bug is called the discard bug. It has 2 cards that can make the enemy lose their cards, one of which costs no energy to play. Aside from that, they have 2 cards that keep them alive fairly long. Bird Axies are the burstier ones out there. They have low health but also have the highest speed in the game, which means for the most part, they will go first. Their cards have generally high damage, one of which has 150 base damage, which is the highest of any card in the game. The common versions of this that we see are the Backdoor Bird, which allows it to get the Axies behind the tank for some sneaky kills. The other type is the Double Talk Bird, which allows it to deal damage directly to the enemy's health. Aqua Axies are balanced as well, with quite a bit of similarity to the reptile in the sense that they have decent health, good shielding, but in this case have high speed. There are all kinds of aquas out there, but for the sake of showing off the ones that you'll probably see the most, there are the Pure Aquas. This Nemo mid is often used to gain energy and deal damage. The Nemo is the name of the tail part, which allows it to get energy given that it is comboed with another card. The backline has speed ups in order to make it faster than birds. Moving on to our special classes, these are the Dusk, the Mech, and the Dawn. They're special because they come from breeding 2 different classes together. But keep in mind these classes have to be pure. Dusks come from a 33% chance when breeding a pure reptile with a pure aqua. They're basically reptiles, but faster. There are a wide variety of Dusks out there, one of which is the exact same as a reptile Termi, but again, faster. Other common versions of the Dusk are backdoor poisons, which allow the Axies to spread poison throughout the enemy team in order to chip their health with every single turn. Mechs come from a 33% chance when breeding a pure bug with a pure beast. They are beasts, but you guessed it, faster. They tend to have the exact same card sets as beasts, but are able to leverage their higher speed in order to go before Axies that most beasts wouldn't be able to go before. They're also healthier than beasts and can survive more situations, such as a 3-card combo. The morale is lower, so the chance for critting is a tad bit lower as well, and the last stand ticks only usually reach 2. Dawns come from a 33% chance when breeding a pure plant with a pure bird. They are bad as of the moment. Their focus is on skill, which although it has gotten several buffs from season 19, it is still not useful enough to merit procuring and or breeding it. The speed is only decent and then the health is pretty low. With all the classes covered, we can now talk about the type advantages. We will be sorting them into archetypes first and then we will talk about the type advantages from there. So there are 3 archetypes. The first one consists of plants, reptiles, and dusks. The second archetype consists of birds, aquas, and dawns. And then the third archetype consists of beasts, bugs, and mechs. Plants, reptiles, and dusks have an advantage over birds, aquas, and dawns, which have an advantage over beasts, bugs, and mechs, which have an advantage over plants, reptiles, and dusks. So you can see that this is much like rock, paper, scissors in the sense that one archetype beats one, but then loses to the other. So what does it mean when you have type advantage over the enemy? Having type advantage means that the damage has a 15% increase. Losing the type advantage means that you have a 15% damage decrease. Keep in mind that what is taken into account is the type of the card, not the Axie dealing the damage. So if an Aqua were to use a Beast card on a Dusk, it would still have the damage increase because the card used was a Beast card and reptiles are weak to Beast cards. So that's how it works. So, thank you for listening, and I appreciate you sticking around. If you liked the video and it helped you out, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.